safety at your user. I don't
See
know
if we
if
can
there's
get a
still
win,
a lot of
baby.
defenses where you can shift over from the 3-5 to 3-5 wide like people were doing last year, but that's one of the best things you can do. I would also make sure for some of the blitz, it's going to matter who this outside linebacker is. You're trying to have some speed out there. That's probably the most important thing. Jalen Phillips, I'm not sure how fast he is, but I know he's your first round pick, so I'll go ahead and put him there. So let's go ahead and let's pick the first play. There's a couple plays. One of the metas that everybody seems to be running is the Mike Blitz 3. I personally think that's a pretty good defense. I know you can get pressure with it. I always liked the 3 Samuel blitz. This was one that I put out probably Madden 16 or 17 is one of my most popular videos. There's a lot of really good plays here. I'll definitely have a lot of extra ones on my Patreon and on my Join Now community tab. So check that out. Link in the description below. Or hit the like button. I'll try to put these out later at a later date. So
alright, we got rain. Don't have to run that motherfucker.
I'm going to show you guys a good way to run that.
Deck already.
Zero's already there. The next
Leading the league in motherfucking interceptions.
And then the last one we're going to put in would be the Mike Blitz 3. Let's go and let's start off with the meta that everybody seems to be running anyway, and that's the Mike Blitz 3. So when it comes to getting pressure, one of the first things you're going to want to do is you're going to want to, basically send all your defensive linemen. You're going to want to blitz Wilkins here. He doesn't really do much dropping into coverage. He's too slow. I typically like to spread my defensive line, and then I like to bring this guy down into one of these gaps. This is going to be my user. I also want to make sure that I guess pass, because that will just make sure that if it is a play action, that these outside linebackers will not react. And then I'm going to basically hover this gap before I release. You could do either gap, but considering the shotgun formation, if it's going to be a run play, it's going to be an inside zone. So I'd rather plug this hole, because that's the most likely area where the running back would run. So we're going to start here. As the play starts off, though, we're basically just going to, as you can see right there, we're getting inside zone. So like I said, there's definitely a good reason to be in that gap. So we're going to do it again. Like I said, you can come down this gap. You don't have to spread the defensive line. I just find that that's one of the better ways to go. But you can see it doesn't really matter. The pressure comes in anyway. And that's pretty much one of the best ways to get pressure. Like I said, I have a nice, speedy linebacker out there, Jerome Baker. Got to make sure you have your speed at these spots. And once again, if the running back's not blocking, there's not going to be anything in his way as he goes right to, I'm on the running back. If you watch the replay, I engage very shortly, and I back away. Actually, I never got engaged because, like I said, I typically try to loop to the right so that I can basically not get touched, and then I'm all over that running back. And by the time I get into that set, he's already getting planted. So it's a super easy blitz to set up. If you're worried about that flat, you can always just hard flat. That's one thing that this game covers pretty well is hard flats. And like I said, really just basically slanting the defensive line outside, crashing outside, blitzing this, or bring this blitzer down into the gap. Once again, inside zones are going to get shut down. As you can see right there, there's nowhere to go. Go and let's do this one more time. Like I said, I'd like to get more pass plays. I'll go ahead and I'm gonna hard flat just because I'm sure that white in the flat will be, that will be something that'll be there. You can see, boom, we're just getting very easy sacks. So very easy pressure system to get. Like I said, you could also do this out of the Mike Zero Blitz. This is something that I used to run every game, every play. It was so difficult for people to stop. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the exact same setup. All I really have to do is bring this guy down here. This is a scenario, a lot of times, I like to bring this guy down. A lot of times I just like to let him blitz, to be honest with you. Like you can just let him blitz and then bring this guy down and cover the running back yourself. Or sometimes, like I said, because if the running back does block, him blitzing definitely plays a key role. But in a scenario like this, a lot of times I'll just basically cheat over into one of these gaps where, like I said, right here we got 3 receivers. So if there's anything crossing, I'll basically just come down here and then drop into these crossers. And you can see right there, I almost got a pick. So like I said, you're going to get a lot of pressure. You're going to get a lot of success. The man coverage one is something I would say it's just best to mix it every once in a while, but it's kind of easy to call man coverage out. So this is pretty simple. Like, this is a man coverage. So guessing pass, that's all we have to do in this play. Just bring him down and guess pass, and then boom, shut down the run once again, getting the same pressure. They're basically the exact same play. Now the next play I'm going to show is the 3 Sam Will Blitz. You can do essentially the same stuff with this that you can do with the Mike Blitz 0, but I find there's some additional benefits to the 3 Sam Will Blitz that make it slightly better for coverage purposes. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that. Then on defensive offensive side,
oh shit, let's blaze this blind back up, baby.
Basically, the real benefit to this play compared.
The Very Merry Tree Sale is going on now at Michael's. Our tree forest is on sale from slim and tall to bath and fluff. Get 40% off trees for every room of your home. Michael's. made by you. Get your tree today with curbside pickup or same-day delivery.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Which is the middle linebackers in the 3-rep. So he's going to follow and cross the receiver. It's a much better version of a yellow zone than the regular hit zone. The regular hit zone doesn't really follow as well. But essentially, all you have to do with this play now is zone the linebackers, which is super quick and easy. And now you have one linebacker who's going to cover. He's going to cover crosses a lot better. And you have hook throws flooding the middle, which to me is a really good way to go. It's also not a bad idea to just double Mabel on both sides, which is a trick that a lot of people know about. We basically just hard flat these outside defenders. If I do this, I mean, this is my best opportunity. I want to center this out right.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. One play action. Fields. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Buchanan, and he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Which is good.
Off play action. Fields.
There you go.
For Fields to turn, and down he goes. Neville Gallimore gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on second and long. Fields. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Which is something that typical parts do. So you really have the best of both worlds.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Guys into Bert Phillips. You really have, you have your seams covered.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The next play is the cover 2 man. Now this play here, typically I would want to set my coaching adjustments, which you can't really do in practice. To, this is another meta that I've been doing for a long time. You're going to want to set your zones, your pro flats, your flats to 20 to 25.
Gotta keep it on the ground.
But if again,
oh shit, you got it out for the motherfucking bench.
There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense for the Bears, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because
gotta get your feet wet, baby.
Quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
To throw on 2nd down, Gaines.
You do some dumb shit like that right there, baby.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A first down carry by and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Calling the same shit every play. All right, all right.
Back to throw. Gaines.
Oh, pass interference, man.
Coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. From the gun, Gaines. That's to his running back complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So now I have an additional defender, so if there's crossers, he can help me. I could also block this again, which is obviously a superior coverage option. So that's the best of it. If you guys want to see more from this scheme, more from this defensive play, or just more defensive play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught.
Come on, fellas.
Sideline, what a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Johnson's got it complete. A gain of 6 there.
On the turnover.
If you're these
On the
receivers,
turnover, baby.
you gotta be ready, because when he's gonna throw it quick on that RPO, he's gonna throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Come on, you know he's gonna run it. You know he's gonna run it. You know he's gonna run it. Oh,
No, it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
oh, wow.
Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with Touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to
put it in there.
The opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
You're going to have to put it in there.
But let's face it, buddy, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, bring that safety up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Keep playing with us.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gaines. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. C.D. Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Damn, this motherfucking herb tastes good, bro. Brought to you by Jack and Ware. We're going to run first. Then they're going to pass.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
Catch that.
But I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction.
This is probably a little pressure.
Throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A little bit of pressure, though.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So baseline, there.
That's complete to Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Doesn't matter what gap you stand from. I just find that, sometimes
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's second and a yard. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Let's pick that. We're going to force us inside run. Let's go ahead and pick halfback base. Let's go ahead with base.
Read option. Here's Montgomery. Oh, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line of game. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
So, I mean, this is something where you can basically just have.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Montgomery, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5.
That's good.
They settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
See if we go for the okie doke.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Back to throw. Gaines. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch.
Oh, damn.
That catch good for only a couple. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
To the right as well, and then I'm just going to basically this guy.
Let's see if we can get it off.
But I basically want to
Two plays.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
And I'm just going to basically put him in a blitz for him to get. Also going to make sure that he gets the pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So let's go to the replay to see what happened, because it happened so fast I didn't really see. But you can see when I do this, the entire offensive line jumps to the side. I got sucked in, which wasn't really the plan. I didn't disengage. But like I said, the whole point is to get this.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
I also make sure I have my fastest guy there. For whatever reason, they typically did.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
But you can see at the end of the day, it's a clear man, slide defensive play, just like get disengaged. So we're going to do that again. It's just my right, slide into the right as far as the attack. It's only the one that's back.
Zerline's kick is up and through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still sitting there looking to go long field, 98, 99-yard drive.
All right, one good
How do you look
defense.
at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Get into the throwing lanes, or I can just decide to use the other guys right there. The pressure comes off the other side this time. So you can see there's a lot of opportunities for pressure as we go against the
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history and tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They keep on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop in behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Gaines. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I I fucked that up,
3 yards
but I take it, man. Thank you very much.
Larry Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And it's been 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. On second down, Elliott once more. This won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
Oh, we got you.
10th carry now for Elliott. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Zerline on to add the extra point.
As you can see, he's just holding the ball. Good sign of nothing's open.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
This is just a really good defense.
Now after the touchdown, Zerline will kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath.
This is caught at the 20. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
He'll buy some time right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Run that ass back every play,
this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable
fire
loss
up, baby.
here.
Time to fire up. Blaze up, coach.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Sorry.
I would say bring this guy down, make a lot of sense, bring him to the line, give yourself as much coverage as possible. This would probably be the look. This would be something that I would do to try to, somebody run the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Oh, fuck.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery with his second touchdown.